But yes, so we will go on to the next song, and the next song is going to be completely different from Bulgaria, and we are going to be moving to Finland. Now, Finland, who will be performing in 14th place, will be singing their song Dark Side, and the performer will be Blind Channel. Now, UMK was easily one of the most sort of left field sort of national selections that we had this year. So who knew what we were going to be getting ourselves in for? And yeah, if you've not heard Dark Side, have a little listen to it now. Put your middle fingers up, take a shot, throw it up and don't stop. Living life on the dark side, like a 27 club headshot. We don't wanna grow up.
This, at the time of recording, this is sitting at my third place this year. I know that last week I said that Greece was sitting at my third place. I have now moved Greece to my winner. So this is now the song that sits at my third place. I love this. This is just the type of music that's right up my street, and it's heavy. I can like jump around to it. I absolutely love it. However, I do see this not doing as well as people think, and that's simply because I don't know if the jurors are going to give this much love. Jurors don't typically give Finland much love. They didn't even give Blackbird any love, so this I can see struggling. I do think it'll be a televote qualifier. Finland often are, but it's the jurors that bring them down. I think this will qualify simply because it comes after quite a quiet run in the semi-final of really the first four songs in the second half are a lot quieter than this. This will bring the energy back up, and it does stand out where it is in the running order. So yeah, I think it will finish on the right-hand side, and I know that's an unpopular opinion. And just because I predict something to not do as well doesn't mean I don't like it. I do like it, but I do think the fandom is maybe overestimating how well this will do. But that doesn't take away from the fact the song's amazing, and I really, really enjoy it. So it's just that, really.
I have quite conflicted feelings on this song. I do enjoy it. I do really like it. I know there has been a lot of discourse in the fandom about the whole 27 Club lyric, which is questionable, I'll say that. And I feel like for me, how I react to this song is almost dependent on how I read it. Because if you read it quite seriously, it does feel quite uncomfortable. Whereas if you read it as more of a sort of parody of sort of rock as a genre, and like a very loving parody, certainly, but something that's very self-aware, very self-knowing, sort of using all those very typical tropes of rock stardom and celebrity and things like that. I mean, I guess the song you could sort of, I can't actually believe I'm comparing a song to this, but it sort of reminds me of Rockstar by Nickelback. And just the faces that the two of them hold right now.
No, that's why we say no.
But in terms of themes and ideas, I read it in quite a similar way. I certainly prefer it over anything Nickelback have done, aside from the "look at this photograph" meme, which is allowed to stay. Yeah, I think if I read it in that way, and I do feel like from what I've seen of Blind Channel, they certainly don't take themselves too seriously as a group. So I feel like that's quite a valid reading of the song. And if I do it like that, I'm very happy with it. I enjoy it. The lyric is still a bit, but it certainly could be read in a way that's much more critical rather than something that's meant to be taken seriously. And I like that. So it's not a song that's getting sort of near my top 10. I think it's about 26th, 27th for me right now. But I do enjoy it. I do listen to it. I can certainly see it qualifying, not least because of where it is in the running order above anything else. Yeah, I don't, again, expect this to make any major waves on the scoreboard in the final, but I think it will be great to see 2 whole rock songs in the final of Eurovision. It's been a long time since we've had that.
Okay, well, way to burst the bubble again. I am not a massive fan of like rock in general, but usually when it comes to like Eurovision, I can put up with it. This is like it's okay for rock. It's like very much representative of like the kind of heavy metal genre, which is great, obviously, because more musical representation. That's fantastic. And of course, it's very representative of the Finnish music scene because rock is just such a massive thing there. I'm not really that fussed about it. I mean, the song is good. It's not something that I really choose to listen to. It's not really one that I'd be like, oh my God, I need to like put this song on right now. I need to like jam out to it. Like it's not for me. But I also feel like it's like not its like typical demographic that it's trying to appeal to. So I feel like there's a mutual sort of, okay, respect of like, okay, I like you. Well, I mean, I don't mind you. You don't mind me. Let's just do it. I think the song itself, it's competent for a rock entry, and that's great. Their voices sound pretty good. In the studio version, they do sound a little bit better, but I'm assuming that like once we get to rehearsals, they're going to be a little bit more sort of well rehearsed, and so they might go a little bit harder maybe. I will say the 27 Club line is a little bit like iffy. If you don't know what the 27 Club is, it's essentially a sort of a weird club name that's kind of been fetishized almost, of like people and artists who have taken their own lives at the age of 27. So it includes people like Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, those sorts of people. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they could have gotten rid of that, but I also don't know how the hell they're gonna do a thing where they can put their middle fingers up. So I don't know. Yeah.
I love how Dark Side and I Don't Feel Hate are almost like 2 completely opposite entries, and yet they both meet over this middle finger.
Literally. Who would have seen that coming? Maybe they might want to borrow the outfit from the music video, maybe. I feel like that might help.
This is the collaboration we need to see.
Honestly, I'm ready for it. But yeah, this song it probably will qualify. Like I'm assuming like probably like in the lower 5 of the qualifiers, and maybe get like a right hand like side of the scoreboard, and that would probably be enough. But given the fact that, Finland has such a hard time with qualifying, I feel like I kind of want to root for it anyway, just because, Finland, again, is like one of those underdog countries that's like, oh, come on, you can do it. But, no.
I'd be really interested to see how, if it does get through to the final, how it might fare alongside Ziti Boni. Because, yes, they are very different genres of rock music.
Yeah.
But I feel like in Eurovision, if you're a rock fan, you kind of take what you can get most of the time, and now you've actually got a preference. You've actually got something to choose from. And rock songs, certainly in the last sort of 5 years or so, haven't got the greatest sort of set of results.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it tends to be off the jury.
If that splits the vote.
Yeah, I don't see a world where Dark Side does very well with the juries. I don't think it's even going to be a qualifier for the juries, but I do think the televote will edge it in. So that'll be quite interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if this came last with the juries overall, but there is obviously another song in the final that could come last with the juries, but I don't really want to mention that because that also has a middle finger reference to it. So,
Aww.
we love him. We love Jendrik.
We love
so
Jendrik.
sorry that I actually feel bad that I've just said that, but I feel like the battle of last place for the jury in the final will be between the two middle fingers.
We'll see.
It'll be like two middle fingers, and then they'll just be like, "This doesn't work on a podcast. Like, we're on Teams right now filming this, and I'm bashing my middle fingers against each other, and no one can see this. There's no fucking point."
Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
I feel so bad for saying that because Jendrik's such a sweetheart, but I do think the televoters will give them both respect though. So they're not complete. I'm not like completely writing them both off.
Good. That's what we like to see.